Hey, it's Jonathan Azu. I am CEO and founder of Culture Collective. We are a artist management and record label company based out of everywhere in the post-pandemic world. My background is media, spent many years working for CBS Radio, then I went into live events. I was part of this small team that helped start and build super awesome, massive cultural festivals in the United States. For example, Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival and Outside Lands Music Festival in San Francisco. I former GM of Red Light Management, which is one of the larger talent management companies in the world. And then about 2 years ago, I decided to launch Culture Collective. I went to a George Clinton concert my sophomore year of college, and I was really blown away by the diversity of people that were there at the show. They were all there to have a common experience, and I was just so taken back from it that I knew immediately what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in the live event business. I wanted to be in the music business. I wanted to bring people together. I wanted to work hard. Being the orchestrator of that experience really is what my initial love and passion for the music business was for.
Several years ago, you were voted one of the top 40 under 40 by Billboard magazine. I'd love to talk about what that meant to you to be selected by Billboard.
I was 35 when I became general manager of Red Light, which, in its own right is pretty, impressive now that I look back at it. Two-time Billboard 40 under 40. And then I joked, then you get to the wrong side of 40 and you start to look back at how you got there, and you think about the people that really, shoulders that you stood on and the people that opened up doors. And for me, you look back at it and it was people that didn't look like me. I think about my years at CBS Radio, literally in the office of the CEO of CBS, not one Black C-level or senior level executive did I work with. My time at Superfly was a very small company, and we were one of the first 10 employees. Very diverse in its set of executives there. It was a startup, so it had that spirit. It had that spirit of what you see at the festivals. That diversity on stage. You saw that come to life within the four walls of the working environment. I was lucky enough to go over to Red Light as an executive. But again, I look across the table at a C level, meaning senior vice president, executive vice president, GM level is always just me sitting there. And you start to look back about how you got there, why you got there, and what are the secrets of success? And do you want to be a person that just kind of holds those close to the chest and you don't share them, and you say to yourself, I'm lucky to have gotten where I'm at and I continue to pave down this road? Or do you want to be a person that does that, but at the same time really is vocal about why am I the only person that actually is at these tables? So, sometimes I felt like I was actually invited to stuff because, we need to have some diversity. And since you're the only person that actually is diverse that works with us, we need you to come physically sit at this table. So it's like I had a seat at the table, and then I was asked to have a seat at the table. And you ask yourself, well, why am I the only person at the table?
There were a lot of people who would love to be part of the creative process. And I would love to hear how you are looking to have everyone participate through what you're doing with Culture Collective, but also just in the music industry in general.
Music's it's an industry where people take their passion, they turn them into a profession, and that's not an easy thing to do. I had a passion, and I had to figure out how to take that passion and turn it into a career like most people do. So to me, it starts with that passion. It burns inside you, and you have a desire to want to manifest it in a 9 to 5, if you will, even though we work 7 days a week. You want to manifest it in that way. And to me, that's where it starts. Now, the hiccup that we've had in our industry as it relates to diversity is that there's no examples of where you can go with it. How far you can go with your career. If you don't see CEOs, you don't see EVPs and SVPs and people that started their own companies, people that have exited from starting companies. If you don't see those things, it becomes very difficult to think that you can be that.